How's it going by, and welcome to Fallout 2 with me, Noble. Now, just like Fallout 1, which by the way, it's been a while since we played that one, don't worry about the sidebars because this will fill in during the actual game. I was kind of worried when I first saw it. I'm like, oh geez, this game is like spliced to fit a smaller screen, but it fills out a little bit. Yeah, so besides that, welcome back to Fallout. We just got done playing Fallout 1 sometime around now last year. And vault suit's still fitting fine. Actually, it's fitting better than before since I lost so much weight. Yes, it was a little tight before. Now I actually put it on. I'm like, oh, I actually have some room. I got a lot of breathing room now. That's nice. I like that. But yep, time to get started. Now, I will say that I did play the, I guess you could say the tutorial section where you get to the village in the very beginning. That's as far as I got because I had to learn the controls. Now, mind you, you pretty much need to play this one directly after Fallout 1 if you want to remember all the controls, because, yeah, it's still a bit of a learning curve. I'm like, okay, I know one of these buttons brings up my menu. Oh, that's it. And then I hit this one. No, it's not the right button. And, yeah. There wasn't a quick help guide or key binding button I could press to read the keys real quick. So I had to get online and, you know, exit the game, get online, look up the key bindings, more or less, just to find out what I needed to do. So, let's go ahead and start a new game. Now, I've always known that since Fallout 1, the pre-select characters in the Fallout 1 and 2 are trash. Do not take them under any circumstances. Now, I played around a little bit with the character creator. You know, you get all the points just like before. Everything's just basically the same. But there are some different stuff. Now, I pre-built a character that I liked, so I'm going to go with that one. Good old Noble. I wonder why I chose that name, right? My character. So I went with 5 strength, 6 perception, 5 endurance, 6 charisma, 9 intelligence, and 10 agility for VATS, because VATS is very important in these early games. You know, with other games, you may not put as much into agility if you're not using VATS as much, like Fallout 3 and 4 and stuff, but at least in the early games, agility is really good because you have to rely on VATS a lot. And luck is 7. I could go for less luck, but you know what? I went with this anyway. I went with small frame because it gave me an extra point in agility. And gifted, though it took some of my skills down a bit, it gave me 1 extra point in this. That's why my stats are so high. So if you're wondering, if you start at Fallout 2 and wonder, hey, how come he has all those extra points? I didn't get that many. It's because I took gifted and small frame. And these are pretty much what I'd normally take if I was playing a Fallout game, like Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4. Put some points into speech, lockpicking, and small guns is always a good idea. I don't expect to find any big guns or energy weapons for a while, especially in these early games. Fallout 1, you didn't find energy guns until nearly the end of the game, so it wasn't even worth putting points into energy weapons until basically you're nearly done with the game. Lockpicking, I figured, well, I've always used lockpicking in Fallout games. And speech, goes without saying, you're going to want to pass some speech checks. So, now I will admit, this next area is hard. I'm going to miss a lot. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. We're going to go ahead and click this and get into it. This area is no joke. Because you start with a spear and your fist. That's it. We'll let this lady finish first.
The signs are everywhere.
Look at that high quality graphics right there. Hey.
Brahmin.
I'm a cow. A sad cow.
Sick children.
The War Boys! The freaking War Boys! I was trying to figure out what it reminded me of when I first saw them the first time I saw this. I was like, those guys are familiar. I'm like, yeah, they're like the little kid War Boys. And Molten Joe is waiting.
Called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit. It is said
it
can bring life to the wasteland.
Anybody who's played Fallout 3 knows exactly what the Gek is, because that's what you use at the end of the game with your father. Spoilers! We will play Fallout 3 on this channel eventually.
If you prove yourself worthy.
We gotta get through this one in tactics first,
you
though.
must first journey to the Temple of Trials. If you survive,
I'm wondering who the heck
come
built
back
this
to
thing.
me. We will talk more. Our life is in your hands, chosen one.
Side note,
Prove yourself.
I skipped the
Find
first
the
video.
Gek.
This kind of like the
Be
intro
our
video to this.
salvation.
But it had some like spoiler looking stuff, so I decided to skip it. So, This character is a descendant of the guy from the first game. Well, at least the tribe is a descendant. This is like a generation or two after the Vault Dweller from Vault 13, the one from the first game. He basically started up his own tribe. Now, I don't know what tribe he is supposed to have set up. I don't know if this is supposed to be the Great Khans or what. You know, maybe the Khans' predecessors. I have no idea. But basically, as we found out about the Great Khans in New Vegas, they were just random tribes, just like this, that banded together and became what they did. So this is our character right here. Now, C key brings up your skill check, or your skill tree. So, you know, check your specials, level up, all that kind of thing. So that's the letter C on your keyboard. I for inventory, and you'll notice I have a spear. I didn't know that when I first played this. I was going in with my fist going, I'm punching a scorpion! This is a horrible idea! Why am I punching a scorpion? So, I'm going to let you know now, if you decide to go play some Fallout 2 to get yourself some nostalgic Fallout in. Now, whether or not I play Fallout 76 is completely up in the air right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it or not, to be honest with you. I have some reservations, but if they get fixed and it looks good and people are saying, hey, it's good, I might jump on it. But right now, I'm kind of eh. So, anyway, do not use WASD because that is the incorrect key. S brings up your skill tree, and I constantly kept trying to use S to move the map and my character around, and I kept bringing up the stupid skill tree over and over and over again. And F1 is your quick tip. I found this out online while trying to figure out what the keys were, so here's a good look if you want to see what you need to press to do things. But we're not going to stay long on that because we need to get going. Intelligence is really important, so I don't know if you saw my stats. It also says, you're in a dark, musty temple. Who built this temple? It's only been a generation since, you know, the Fallout Vault Dweller from Vault 13 came here and set up a tribe. So who built all this? Was this like some Disneyland park or something that, you know, the locals turned into Death World? Now, a lot of time the ants don't get the first move, so as you can see, I could have stabbed it a second time, but sometimes they do move. I also found out if you move 4 or 5 spaces, they don't get a turn to attack, so if you really need early... Because look at that, I only have 31 attack chance. I'm going to get attacked now because I did a double attack. I'm only going to move twice, and you'll see that I'll get attacked. Oh, I did get attacked. Actually, I got lucky on that. Well, we're not going to run that risk again, so... Let's move... Actually, move one more. Yeah. See, I am missing constantly. And you're going to run into that exact same problem. I saw online where I got the tips for skills to set up. I looked online at some people's recommendations because, like I said, I hadn't played Fallout 2 before, so I kind of need a little bit of help, and that's why I'm kind of trying to give you some help. If you're watching this, congratulations, you're in the same boat I am. But yeah, go back and look at that first segment when I brought up the image of what my stats were. That's a good setup. It's a good recommended setup. You basically need a 10 in agility to have a full set of the action points and have a good chance at VATS and stuff like that. And look, we finally hit the ant for 4 damage. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 misses and 1 hit for 4 damage. That's what people were saying, you know, when you play this game, just be aware, you're going to miss a lot, especially in the very beginning. This is kind of the tutorial area. So, moving like this is probably the recommended thing. Otherwise, you're probably going to bleed out. Look at that. We finally hit it a second time for 10 damage this time. And there's no items, apparently, to get off these little ants. Now, the scorpions, of course, they have rad scorpion glands you can collect. The problem is when you take the thin perk. Oh, I got lucky. I killed it straight off with the second attack. Well, that worked out for me. I hit it for 8 points. So, 8 points definitely will kill it. 4 points will not. So its health, its death line is somewhere between 4 and 8. I'd think probably 5 hit points, I'm betting. But, yeah. You're going to get frustrated if it's the first time playing this. I was frustrated first coming through here. For instance, hey, the door opens just fine. But this one? I looked everywhere to find a key to open this. They don't tell you this isn't a door you can open with a... You know, I went over here, I fought a bunch of rad scorpions, I died once. Came over here, I'm like, oh, maybe this thing is what I need to... No, now there's a pot over here. I'm probably going to try and get the item out of that. And there's another spear on this guy. It's a skeleton. But, this is a lockpick challenge. No one tells you need to use a lockpick to open this door. So, I assume it's extremely easy lockpick, that even if you don't have any skill points at all in lockpicking, you have to be able to get to this door to progress the game, so you got to use lockpicking on it. But I went through every room trying to find a key, trying to find a switch, trying to find a lever, anything. Didn't find it. It's a lockpick challenge, and nothing was there to tell me about that. So, this game does have a lot of learning curve. But there's a healing item in this thing, and I really need that. The other spear kind of gives me a second spear to throw, and it's kind of worth it in that sense. But I'd rather come back with a gun and fight these guys. So... I'm going to specialize in firearms. I'm not going to be a close-range fighter. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. There's going to be a lot of me backing up and stabbing and hoping for the best. Oh, we got him again. 9 hits. Okay, so we got lucky on that. We're only going to move 2. Hopefully he'll get close enough. Good, okay. Now this one's risky because he may not have that stall like the other ones did. Hit him for 3 points. He dodged. I'm going to move 2 just in case. Okay, good. He didn't have the chance to attack. Oh, thank goodness. It really is random integers. You know, you don't know what you're going to have to deal with these guys. Notice that I'm at 26 damage potential now. 21. I don't know why, but it seems like maybe my character's getting tired or something, and his chance to hit is going down. Don't know. But whatever the case is, we got ourselves some healing powder. Okay, I want to look at the name before I said it. But yeah, there's like pots and stuff. This isn't Zelda. You don't go around smashing pots, so don't worry about that. But yeah. Like I said, there's a skeleton right here who has another spear, so someone else who took this challenge before us and died. So take that if you want to have a throwing spear. You know, you can just press... I should also bring up some of the controls. So, your right mouse button, that's this one right here. It's usually your middle finger if you're using a mouse. It brings up your action wheel. So, it tells you what you can and can't do. So, you press that. It also changes your mouse cursor. This is your action cursor. You get to that one, hold it down. Or you change it to the move icon. So, you know, it's just like, oh, here, let me open this door up. Huh, it appears to be locked. That's all it says. It doesn't say, wow, this door's locked and there's no switch around. What should I do? That would have been a hint. Hey, I need to use a lockpick skill. But nope. So, yeah, you bring up this option, then you left click. So remember, your right click changes your options. So you can change it to that option wheel one. Then you go down to this, the one that looks like a Vault Boy. You click it. Or, as I mentioned before, you can press the S key. Remember that. The S key brings up your skills. And then you go down to, where is it? Lockpick. I should have started at the top. I would have found it easier. Hey, 25 experience after unlocking the door. Congratulations. Alright. Also remember, once again, you're on that option thing, so now you got the cursor change back to that one, and you can move on. Now, before I go any further, there are traps here. There's one here. There's one here. It's kind of hard to see, but as you find them, you can unlock them and you can see where they are. You can actually force the enemies to walk across these too if you want to. But there's no real reason to have the trap skill because you can just see them and walk past them right here, 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 here. Yep, I found one. Did I pick that up? I wonder. Nope, no option to pick it up. I don't think I got hit either. I don't remember what was in here. It's probably, I think it's another healing powder. Yep, there was 2 more traps I just ran across. But we're going to skip it because I don't want to spend all day here. I already have to spend all day fighting this Joker. I thought he was up there on the top. But no, this is a 3D environment in a 2D space, you know. We hit it. We got it for 5 points. Okay, it's got more than 5 points worth of health. It's kind of good to know. Okay, we moved 4 spaces, didn't get hit. Ah, good, we killed it. Okay, so, I still got 30 health. That's not bad. I would prefer to have more health, as one would expect. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what the next thing to do, for those who may be playing this for the first time. Come to this pot. If you don't know about it, you're not going to look in it. Especially if you don't know you can pick up the pots. The next door is also not pickable, and it doesn't have a switch. You have to blow up the door with the C4 plastic explosive. Who does this for a trial? Hey John, can you come build this giant iron door with no lock? Oh, don't ask what it's for. I'm going to need you to rebuild it in a couple weeks for the next challenger to come up here. Oh, and can you talk to Tom, you know, the guy that does the Brahmin caravan? Tell him we're going to need some more explosive. Yeah, it is related, but no, I need you to build the door so we can blow it up. Don't look at me like that. Yeah. I know this is supposed to be a tutorial, but they're not doing much tutorialing in the tutorial. So, yeah. If you don't know to look into pots, you know, most people think, oh yeah, the chest, that's definitely an item you can look in. If you hadn't played Zelda, you wouldn't really think much about pots either. So, I hit it for 4, so it's not dead yet. Oh, I got lucky again. I one time did a dance for about 12 turns with the spider. Or not spider, an ant. I said spider, I don't know why I said spider. I did 12 turns with an ant that wouldn't die. And I'm like, I just want to go forward in the game. Just let me pass, little guy. So, now let's get into how you do things like place a bomb on the door. It's not as easy as, hey, let me go over here and do this. I mean, you could do this, but you don't really have the option. See, you don't have the third option here. So, we'll look at it real quick and then move on. So, go into your inventory. Right-click, because remember, the right-click changes your option. This is your click button, and this is your look at button. Now, hold down your left button, and now you have the options. Now, you'll see this hand was on the option before. That's your drop option. This is your interact option. Click this one. Now you have a timer. Change the time to something that's not going to take forever for a YouTube video. I really don't go shorter than 30 seconds, to be honest with you. Now, before you panic, set it on the ground, get out of the menu, run away like a coward, and try not to get blown up. Oh, great, an ant's coming. I would like to leave, please. Please let me leave, Mr. Ant. Now, I remember in Fallout 1 that I had an interaction with a Deathclaw once that I don't think... I want to say it's the first or second episode of Fallout 1, if you go back and watch that series. That I got blown up because I didn't get far enough away from the explosives. That's why I'm trying to run away right now, because I don't remember how big the explosive radius is. Oh, good. He's dead. 7 hits, so... That means the damage is either 6 or 7 for the kills for these little guys. And there goes the explosion. Huzzah! Could have been more cinematic if I wanted to. So we have this trail that leads to another case and scorpions. And this one that has ants in a case. I believe this one's empty. Where are you at? There you are. Come on over here. I kind of wasted that extra turn to attack, but oh well. Come on, little guy. Please don't take 12 turns. I'd like to get this episode done. Oh, great. It's not looking good for our intrepid heroes. I'm starting to think the reason the numbers go down is maybe because you're a single square away. Like the spear's got the reach to hit it in the 31s, but it drops down to like 20 some odd if you're too many steps away from the enemy. Oh, good, he's dead. Okay. That wasn't a huge amount of problems, but it was enough for me to be concerned. Another Mr. Ant. Okay, we are 1 square away, and it is 26, so I was right. That's why it was missing. So that's a 10-point difference in chance to hit. I really would like to go, Mr. Ant. I'll fight you later when I have a gun or something. My character isn't built for melee or close range weapon combat. Can I go, please? Can I go? No? You're not a true warrior till you can beat an army ant at hand-to-hand combat. That's a horrible idea. You see this friend of yours? You're gonna die right next to him. Nope, you're not gonna die right next to him. I lied. This is turning into that 12 attacks and still fail. Oh, thank goodness I hit him. I thought, oh no, this is that same situation all over again. Same situation with about half as many attacks. So this one should have nothing in it. Yeah, nothing. Take all of nothing. This one's just a simple lock. Open and good. I mean, I know it's a video game, but still, I mean, who makes a door that opens like that? Out of stone in an ancient temple that was built like 5 years ago, you know? Hey, buddy, how are you? Greeting, noble. I have the honor of being your final challenge. To continue this quest, you must defeat me in unarmed combat. Shall we begin? I found another way through this, so I'm sticking with that one. I want to ask some questions first. What would you like to know? The path to the Chosen One is not an easy trial. I'm just going to skip ahead because I know it's going to move too fast. Your fellow man, blah, 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 basically saying, hey, things sometimes go to fisticuffs, so you need to be ready for that. The tact will prove the useless if your head must be raised instead, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so it's basically saying, hey, it's not always just fighting giant ants and scorpions. Sometimes you got to fight other dudes because sometimes diplomacy doesn't work. But we're going to show that diplomacy does work because I have high enough skills in this. I disagree with you. I think that a peaceful solution to the problem is possible. You may be correct, Noble, but that not in your current situation. You must defeat me to succeed in the trial. Look, I don't know all of your strengths and weaknesses, and you don't know mine. Accidents do happen. So what if one of us inadvertently kills the other? Let's just end this now rather than take the chance, okay? I see your point. I wouldn't want to be responsible for killing you when I was meant to do was test your mettle. Very well, you may pass, Chosen One. Diplomacy check! Ha ha ha! And that's why it's good to have diplomacy. I think he comes down here and gets stuff out of that chest or something. I don't know. I never went back to check and see if he took anything out of it. Did he put anything in there? No, he didn't. Okay. But this is what we came here for, so... Nope. There I am pressing all the buttons, trying to think of other games, and it's not working. So yeah, they've come to worship the vaults. Kind of a little strange, if you ask me. Whew. Welcome to Vault 76. Alright. Well, obviously, we're right here on the screen as the only person in a vault suit now. It'd be kind of hard to tell who we were if we were still wearing the same outfit everybody else is wearing. I like to go in here because I met this guy and I was like, before... No, it was this one. This is where I'm going to end the episode because we'll start the next episode off doing quests around the village. But this person I found so entertaining.
Greetings, Chosen. Why does the earth before me warm to the touch of your passing?
He's definitely on some jet. I mean, look at that face and how he sometimes reacts. See, like, come to say goodbye, leave on my holy quest. I don't know if this is an option because I took the high intelligence or if it's just insults.
The earth sings with the news of a champion upon the land. Perhaps before you go, you would bestow a kindness?
Would it be an injection of, or a breather of jet or something? Are you my Mama Murthy? How about that? Sure, what do you need?
The plants of Dark Soul have infested my garden again.
That's
Many
these
seasons
guys.
have touched my bones, and I am too frail
Seymour,
for the fight which is eternal in nature. I ask that you be my champion.
Let's see. Where is it? Did you just ask me to weed your garden? If that's the case, okay.
May the gods bless your efforts, Chosen. May your aura grace my presence when the earth breathes clean again.
He's basically saying, hey, when you get back from the Get quest, you know, stop by and see me sometime. Alright. That's fun. And we still got a little time, so I'm going to go down here and see crazy old lady.
Congratulations, Chosen One. You have survived.
You look like you got hit and dragged by the bus, lady.
Are you ready for your quest? You survived. The Chosen One cannot be weak or we are all doomed.
Very
Are
true.
you prepared for your quest?
I need to think about this.
Very well. See me when you decide. But do not wait too long.
Because just like Fallout 1, there is a timer for this game. So, if you fail to complete the game in that amount of time, well, everybody here dies, apparently. So, we do not want that. We got to get started. So, thank everybody for stopping by and joining me. If you liked it, hit that like, subscribe button for future content. And if you feel like it, hit that bell icon for notifications. And while you're at it, you know, leave a comment below with your thoughts and opinions of this game and other things. Until next time, take care, be safe out there, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.